Hey.
Good evening, everyone. It is another glorious day on the right side of the grass, or evening, whichever way you want to call it.
Right.
We're having to do this one remotely. Duty calls. The Vanguard is not at the home base currently. So we're having to do a little improvisation here. We thought we'd open things up tonight. As you can tell by our title, The Devil You Know. Seems to be a lot of satanic fuckery going on. With the hang on, I gotta fix some shit. It's driving me nuts. Still fucked up. Let's see if we can get this right. There we go. Still looks fucked up a little bit. Anyways, going back to what I was saying. Been a lot of satanic fuckery. The Iowa State Capitol thought it'd be cool to put a shrine to Satan in the middle of the state office. I mean, that's what I would want. If I was a taxpayer and I wanted to see that everyone's interests are being represented, let's go ahead and, do a satanic temple thing up in there. I think that'd be great. We can draw in all the fucking bottom feeding fucktards. I mean, deviants from all around can come pay homage.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And what better use of taxpayer dollars in public buildings that, their hard-earned taxpayer dollars paid for than to put a shrine to, Satan. I mean, it's so fucking ludicrous. It's depressing.
Oh yeah. So like two things here. So Michael Cassidy should get a fucking ribbon.
Ribbon hell, medal.
Yeah, he should get a medal. Give him a gift certificate to Red Robin, whatever. I don't care. That and okay. So if you've ever delved into the Satanic Church, any of that sort of stuff, these folks will tell you almost all of them are atheists. They don't sit there and bow down to Satan. They're basically mocking us, people of faith, with all their satanic bullshit. That being said, the Satanic Church should not be classified as a religion and a protected, something that's protected that you should be able to stick up in. Yeah. In a courthouse, in a Capitol building, whatsoever. All they had to do is say, no, you can't put it up in here. This is Iowa.
Yeah.
It's Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, all they had to do was say, no, you can't do it.
I agree.
And they didn't. And to the folks in Iowa that approved it, fuck you.
Well, here's the thing. They like to throw up, it's politically incorrect if we don't allow them to be represented, and they're protected by this amendment and that amendment. Okay, I'm going to stop right fucking there. Okay? I'm no historian, all right? I slept through part of my high school and got in trouble the other half. I'll admit that. But this country was founded on the very cornerstone of Christian beliefs and principles.
Yep.
No way.
Here we go. And so you've got the very cornerstone that is what the Constitution and everything else about this country that makes it great is built upon. And you're referring back to the Constitution to justify letting this shit go on, which directly undermines the very foundation of what this nation's about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I spent a little time on X this week, just because I like Elon. He's badass. But you have people like George Takei talking about, this is not a Christian country. It's never been a Christian country. Yeah, it has, and the fact that diversity is what makes us strong. Nowhere in the history of ever has diversity, multiculturalism, um, any of that ever made a country stronger. What it does, interestingly enough, is it will actually tear a country apart.
Yep.
When you have a country that has a like mindset, um, and it doesn't even have to be a homogenous country. If you have people that have the same mindset, that love their country, that have a sense of patriotism and ownership of their country, that's when you actually have the what makes us stronger. Not fucking. I hate that fucking platitude. That whole diversity is what makes us stronger. No, it doesn't. It never has. It never will. It's like socialism and communism. It never works. Ever. Never. Ever. Never.
It weakens a country. It weakens the people. It weakens the culture. It weakens everything from the foundation up. In my opinion, it's the political correctness is one of the daggers in this country's back right now.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, you might offend someone. Fuck them. Let them be offended. Turn the fucking channel. You don't got to talk to me.
Exactly.
I mean, when I was growing up, when we were all growing up, Jay, Saxman, we've all been through the same thing here. When we were all growing up, if you said something to somebody and it offended them, one of three things is going to happen. A, they're going to run around like a stuck bitch and cry and bitch about it. Two, y'all are going to come to blows. Or three, you're going to laugh it off and say, oh, fuck you, move on.
Yeah.
It was one of the three. It never came across, oh, I might not need to say that. Or maybe I should apologize and offer to shine their shoes because I might have offended them. What kind of Jim Dandy fucked up ignorance is that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I hear my own grandkids talk about what it might have been. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Who gives a shit? Do you think they stop and think about what they say when they're talking to you? And you're going to sit here like you're supposed to just turn the other cheek and shit? Oh, fuck that. No. I said, you will end up being a fucking doormat if you do that.
Yeah, and
and feel good about it.
Right. Exactly. And it's not like these people will not love you if you come to their side. That doesn't happen.
No, you're cannon fodder.
Yeah, you're cannon fodder.
That's it.
No, they will not love you. I tell you, they'll probably respect you a little bit more, but no. But yeah, I mean, if you play the softer side, man, growing up, I know you guys probably thought the same thing. If you showed any sign of weakness, you were labeled a pussy for life.
Facts. Spot on with that one, brother. Well, I mean, go back. Let's go back 10 years. Okay. You would have never heard any of this fuckery about Satan in school, Satan in church, Satan monuments. What fucking blows my mind is we're more worried about going up into fucking DC and every fucking where else in the country and yanking down Confederate memorials. But we're okay with a statue of Mephistopheles and a bunch of fucking damn candles and shit in a government building. That's all right. But we can't have a 10 Commandments in a courthouse. What kind of fucked up backward ass thinking is that?
Oh, and what kills me too is the fact that they charged, the guy that did it. But was anybody charged whenever they tore down statues of Columbus, Lee,
No, hell no.
Jefferson Davis. And what kills me is just the lack of intelligence in these people. Is the fact that they were whatever you think of, the War of Northern Aggression. They were pardoned. Every one of them was pardoned. These are American veterans. Okay.
No. They, not only they even started doing the statue of Lincoln. The statue of Lincoln was even attacked.
Yeah, I'll give them that one. They can have that one.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. I mean, they didn't just stop at Confederates. they even went into the guy that signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it just shows you the intelligence of the people that we're dealing with.
Well, I mean, these are the same motherfuckers you ask them who their state representative is, and they start naming all flavors of the damn chicken wing place.
Right.
I mean, they
Garlic Chihuahua.
Well, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I mean, they'll try to tell you that if you went right now and you went on the street and where I live, at least, I can say that I'm on the fringe of the hood. I bet you $50 my ass could walk up in Kroger with a fucking microphone and ask people who the president was, and 95% of them would say Barack Obama.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, you're not wrong.
Okay, but I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying. We all know what's between the lines. We got that. But I'm saying to ask the average crumb snatcher.
Right.
That's what they're going to say.
Well, I think the average crumb snatcher still knows. I mean, yeah, Barack Obama. What about Joe Biden? Who? Who? Yep, sorry. Yeah, Joe Biden. Joe Biden's president. Yeah, Barack Obama's just.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Obama's got his hand shoved up Biden's ass, and that's all it is, just a puppet.
I wonder if he's got one of those long sleeves, like they do when they're reaching up in a cow.
So.
Shitting all over.
I hope so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it explains why Biden walks so funny.
This is true.
Yeah. He better be doing his Kegels because he's never going to be able to clinch that sucker ever again.
Damn. And I just ate.
Yeah, butt stuff is wrong, people.
Oh, damn. So, anyways, moving right along from the blatant fuckery at the Iowa State Capitol, let's go to Tennessee, where we're deep in the Bible Belt in the Appalachian Mountains. And, let's talk about the outskirts of Memphis and some great shit that they know. The Devil We Know, we're making a play on words, Palmetto, regarding all the satanic fuckery that's going on. I promise you there's a reason behind it. But going back to the school system, I'm sitting here looking at Fox 59, which I guess is a Memphis Fox affiliate, and they're talking about the After School Satan Club. And this is I want to give everybody it's the Satanic Temple announces plans to host its After School Satan Club at Chimney Rock Elementary School in Cordova, beginning January 10th of 2024. Now, I can only speak for myself here, but if I was a parent or a grandparent at that fucking school, there's no fucking way that shit would happen. At least not quietly. Because where the fuck is the school board? All those motherfuckers are elected, all right? What warped ass, fucked up mindset makes them think, hey, let's do this. Let's have Satan after school. We can teach about sacrificing goats and burning candles and shit. Maybe we get a voodoo priest up in here on weekends. All right? What the fuck?
Yeah, these are the same people that, just a while back, we could have been tar and feathering and running out of town.
Yeah.
That is, if I were a parent and that sort of thing, I would be right up front in the school board meeting, basically imploring all the other parents to take their kids out of that school.
Well, okay. I'm sitting there. It's got a little news feed on the website if you go to Fox 59. And there's all these. I would assume it's an urban school because of the fact that you got a lot of black clergy and people that are speaking out. A big group of them raising hell. I'm kind of confused why any school would allow this, but knowing, and this is not throwing shade on anybody who's black or anything like that. I got utmost respect. What I'm saying is, have you ever been to a black church or a funeral?
No.
You never have?
No.
Okay. It's a different beast from a white church or a funeral.
I have seen the Blues Brothers, though.
Well, we're not talking about the Blues Brothers. I'm saying it's a different. It's just hard to explain. To me, in some cases, the black church is more uplifting than the white church. Just because there's all the singing and carrying on and all that. All right? My opinion. Okay? But my thing is I don't understand how this was allowed to take root in a predominantly black area. I mean, it just kind of blows my mind. And like I'm sitting there reading the the club is a project of the Satanic Temple. Now I'm reading this straight from the website for everybody's amusement. It says, which despite its name doesn't worship the biblical figure or even believe Satan exists. So then why the fuck are you called the Satanic Temple?
Exactly. It should not be protected.
Exactly. And are you a fucking tax exempt entity? If you don't really believe in Satan and you're not really a church, I see a fucking problem. But that being said, TST, the Satanic Temple, they abbreviate that shit, I guess, if people don't get triggered, says Satan is a literary figure representing rejecting tyranny over human mind and spirit. Say what? What fucking controlled substance are these motherfuckers smoking?
Smoking.
To try and pass that bullshit off.
They're mainlining that shit.
Fucking A. I mean, damn, Jay, we need to market that shit.
Bottle it up and send it to... Yeah.
I mean, fuck. You're going to tell me that Satan now represents the downtrodden. You've got to fucking be kidding me.
Yeah, these are all, like I said, these are all the kids that grew up, they got bullied or picked on because they, walked into school with purple hair or the fake tattoos on their faces or shit like that, oh, Christians are bad people and they're horrible and they suck. That's what these people are. Basically, it's the people that were too fucking ugly to get dated. It's those people right there that do this sort of shit.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, if you go further into this article, not to discount what you just said because you're probably spot on. The religious organization is well known for its advocacy, saying it claims to encourage empathy, reject tyrannical authority, in addition to promoting common sense and opposing injustice. The group has made many core challenges to often conservative laws. Yeah, because we worship God. Who would have thought? Fucking A.
Well, there's they've already shot themselves in the foot with this article here because they don't believe in an actual Satan. They don't believe in God. They don't believe it's an atheist organization that sets out to mock people of faith. That's all it is. Exactly. It's not. I mean, hell. As much as I hate Christian, the Dianetics crowd, the Tom Cruise worshiper people, they're more of a church than the Satanic Church is. At least they believe in Star Trek and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. We got some fucked up religions. I get that. No religion's perfect. There's always going to be outliers in any faith or religion, but they just admitted that they're not really a church.
Yeah.
Now, with the way things are now, and let's think about your average public school. Now, I understand there's people out there in public school that try to do their damn job, and they're fighting an uphill battle and probably sliding downhill most of the day, which devolves into drinking at night more than likely.
Right.
But public school has become such a farce in trying to teach kids to be anything, whether it's self-sufficient, set goals, be driven, have any kind of moral compass. I mean, they removed God from school because they wanted to get that out of the picture quick, because that was making people who were actually law-abiding and had some morals. Once they did that, they started dismantling everything else. I mean, now you got kids who go to school and you can't say the Pledge of Allegiance, half of them. You don't look at an American flag, you look at a rainbow flag. You've got all these fucking wingnut and damn bottom-feeding educators. They're trying to push some social justice bullshit on your children. They're there working on your fucking dime.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally an indoctrination camp. There really is no reason, and I hope and pray to God that whenever Trump gets reelected, that he undoes Carter's Department of Education quickly.
Something needs to happen. But see, the problem is, it's not just one group of politicians there that are the problem. It's all the fucking politicians.
Oh yeah.
Most of them are corrupt or got their hand in the fucking till.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got the Lindsey Grahams and the Bitch McConnells and the rhinos.
Mm-hmm.
You got all them roadblocks. Of course, I don't think half of them are even going to make it. Next election anyway. But if there is an election, I mean, that's just me speaking out loud. Thinking out loud. I mean, are we going to have another election?
Well,
I mean,
it's probably
Colorado
39 with herpes simplex 6 to be introduced into the populace and have to shut everything down again.
No, Jay's right. Go ahead with that Colorado thing.
Colorado Supreme Court just ruled that Trump can't rerun under the 14th Amendment. So now it's going to the Supreme Court.
I don't think they can prevent Trump from running on the ballot.
They actually can. I was reading the article earlier, and it pertains only to Colorado because it's a state Supreme Court. But yeah, Jay's right. It's going to go to the Supreme Court now.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What happens if they won't allow him on the ballot, but then people write him in?
Exactly. That's it right there. Write him in. I mean, we're allowed writing in Daffy Duck or, Joan of Arc. I mean, we could write in anybody, you know. So,
Yep.
but if enough people write in Mickey Mouse, what do we get? I'm, you know,
Probably about what we got now.
I'd rather write in Smokey Bear at that point.
I mean, there's just, I don't know, dude. I hope that we have another election. I hope it's semi-fair and balanced, because God knows I'm not going to say nothing against Dean. I hope it's at least semi-fair and balanced. And I'll just leave it there. But, you know, Demon brings up a good point. I mean, it's hard to look at this from a perspective where, yeah, somebody's going to get voted in there. It's going to make a difference. There's going to be a fair election, this, that, and the other. With all the fuckery that is running rampant and it's unchecked, and there's no one challenging it, and it's just like, oh, well, it's happening. What the fuck is this oh, well shit? I mean, think of all the people. I know I'm getting on a tangent, and I'll shut up in just a minute. Think about all the people who have given their lives to make this country what it is, from our founding fathers to present. Okay? They've got to be rolling in their graves saying, what in the fresh fuck are you fucking idiots doing? We are basically pissing on the memory of all these folks before us that tried to ensure that we had the great nation we once had.
Yeah, but you have a whole generation, and unfortunately, you've got the holdover, you know, old leftist hippies now that you know, pro-Palestine, they hate America, Americans, colonizers. I mean, it's I give it one election cycle, man.
Yeah. Joker, I think you're right. I think in any state you can write on, or you can write in. I think that's because if I remember correctly, when I voted, there's a space there for you to enter another name.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. At least in my state, there is.
So, I mean, they can try that if they want. I think the more state, this is my opinion, the more states step out and try to do this blatant fuckery, trying to like get him off because let's face it, somebody's worried that he's going to actually run.
Has he been?
No, they're worried. They're worried he's going to win.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're trying to throw anything at the fucking wall they can to get the stick.
Has he been convicted in court of inciting an insurrection?
Which he didn't.
He did not. So how can they say that? How can they keep him off the ballot?
Well, my philosophy is this: if he's been convicted for that, then all those fucktards that had the Palestinians up in that bitch.
Oh yeah.
Every one of them needs to be indicted.
Absolutely.
I mean, good for the goose, good for the gander.
Every one of those fuckers needs to be held in, you know, in solitary, held without charges pressed against them.
DC
solitary confinement.
Yeah. You know, just like they did the Patriots that they're currently holding.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's all right. I mean, so now, hypothetically speaking, they take that line off where you can write somebody in off the ballot. You know, you get something like that. Now we're going to start to wonder, you know, because they know people will write him in if he's not on there.
True.
So we've got to look at all the angles, and like I said before, we got to get more proactive. You know, more people need to sign up as poll watchers, sit outside the polls, do an active part. Follow. There's big delivery trucks, that pull up in the middle of the night outside the polling locations, But people aren't getting in trouble on the other side for this stuff. It's just ridiculous. I just read something here recently on they named a lady out loud. Of course, nothing's ever happened, but she sat there and took the same stack of ballots and ran it through the machine like 20 times. That pisses me off.
There? Yeah, that's
But see,
fucking
here's
amazing.
the thing. I've never seen. Okay, in any other, I'm not gonna say government. Well, any other government other than ours. If you find that level of fuckery and you got proof, they'll roll back and redo the election or nullify it. When shit like that happens here, it's like, oh well, we'll have a committee hearing.
Yes.
And see, there's your problem right there. There's no check and balance. There's nobody we need balls or backbone, and there's no support to get shit done because they don't have to. Let's face it, the American people are fucking lazy. All right. Think about this: if they have to
complacent, American people are complacent
and lazy. I'm just gonna be straight up. Think about this. If you go into a voting booth and you're John Q. Public in Colorado, and you just had a blunt, came wandering in, you knew it was your time to vote. After the haze clears in your eyes, you can see where you're at. Peace, demon. You got to write in your, orange man because they've taken him off the ballot, and you're thinking, damn, how do I write it in on here? That's what I thought. Fuck it. I'll vote for this guy. Tell me I'm wrong. Think that through.
Oh, you're not wrong.
I hate to say that, but tell me I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I hate to say that about my fellow man, but dude, you see it all fucking day long until it affects them.
Mm-hmm.
When these motherfuckers can't go and watch Survivor or pick up their fucking latte at Starbucks or whatever other dumb shit they want to blow their money on.
Oh yeah, as soon as Netflix and Starbucks is over. Oh yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
When they can't do that, all of a sudden there's going to be a hue and a cry for all this injustice. But
there's going to be riots in the street.
Well, there won't be riots because they might, pull a hammy or something walking down the road because these motherfuckers aren't going to be interested in doing anything like that. That's too outdoorsy.
But real quick, I'm sorry before I forget about this. It's hilarious to see how the left eats itself. Okay. You got Starbucks, right? Okay. Months ago, you had Starbucks employees asking for, higher wages, right? And they wanted to unionize. So, they were like, boycott them, until they give us more money. And Starbucks is not right. They're total lefties. And then all of a sudden now you've got the pro-Palestinian folks boycott Starbucks. It's hilarious to see the left eats itself.
Yeah. I love it when they start, eating their own. It's it's very comical. So, hey guys, I got to take off. It was great being on here with you guys, and I will talk to you later. But everybody else, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Back at you.
Carry always, watch your six. So, all right, guys.
See you later, man.
Yep, Merry Christmas, all. We'll see you.
Vanguard.
Mustang work. Well, I'm still riding.
All right.
There's a lot of noise in the background or not?
You don't sound bad. You don't sound bad. We're just in here stirring shit up. You know how that goes.
Kind of sounds like a 1970s trucker song, but you don't sound bad. Breaker 19.
Now that we've gotten all the satanic fuckery kind of off the table, did anybody see an article about what Delta's doing?
No. Were they making their seats bigger or the planes bigger?
No. Delta's hauling fucking illegals all over the country on the taxpayer dollar.
I think I did see that shit.
So the other day, I looked at there was a some Republican guy saying, hey, they're getting a $5,000 gift card, they're getting plane tickets to wherever and something else. So I looked that up. I did a little digging because and a cell phone. Excuse me, because it wouldn't surprise me if that was happening, but doing a little digging and it's like, okay, nobody can produce the cell phone thing. Some of them are actually, but the $5,000 and a ticket to wherever you want to go, I don't know.
Well, think this through now. I don't know the last time you flew on a damn airplane, but every time I go, it's like they're having to try and climb up every orifice you got to see if you're smuggling something in. Can't have a belt, can't have an earring, can't have a smirk on your face. You got to stand on one foot for 30 seconds with the other leg extended out at 90 degrees.
Right.
It's some goofy shit they got to run you through. And half the time you don't pass, and then you got to have one of them people looks like they just woke up, fondling you, trying to see if you got anything. You're wanting you. All right. So you're going to tell me that honest working man who's trying to fly out for, holiday, vacation, death and family, whatever, we got to go through the human enema experience. But all these fucking people that just came across the border, whether they're fucking military age males or, whatever the fuck they are from where random ass country they supposedly came from seeking asylum, they don't go through shit. They don't even have fucking ID. And you're putting their ass on an airplane with fucking people who have to go through background checks and go through fucking TSA.
That's racist.
How the fuck does that work?
That's racist, man.
I mean,
because you're assuming because they're fighting age male, that's not been vetted at all, would never do anything to hurt American citizens or the infrastructure.
No. I'm sure all those Chinese fighting age males are at the border. They're here to open up convenience stores and
absolutely.
That's all it is. They just want a better opportunity. They don't like living under the communist regime, and they want to come here and just get their piece of American pie. I'm sure that's what it all is.
Can you imagine now how much more poo-poo platters we're going to get?
Dude, you won't have any more stray cats. Tell me I'm wrong.
This is true. Oh, God. Yep.
Hey, I wonder if we catch a bunch of them, can we get credit? Trade them in.
They're not Pokemon. You can't do that.
Well, I mean, look, if I go up to Wap Singh's House of Mandarin Delights and say, look, how about I hook you up with all the strays in a 5-mile radius and you guarantee that me and my family eat here free for a year?
Yeah, but then you're eating cat.
Well, you're already, dude, really?
But see, that's the whole thing.
If you can eat at McDonald's, you can eat at a Chinese restaurant.
It's the mystery behind it. You want to think that it's pork and or beef and or chicken, you don't want to think that it's, Mr. Fluffykins.
I understand that, dude, but you know what? If you put enough sweet and sour on it, nobody's gonna care.
Oh, true.
I mean, think this through now. Okay. How many times have you ordered and gone and got Chinese? At least with Mexican food, you can identify what you're eating.
ish, yeah.
You can, generally. But when you get Chinese food, that's some of the funniest looking pieces of beef I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, when it comes to the collar,
Well, yeah, when it's got a little bell wrapped up in there with some in the mushugai pan, you probably got some face fluffy.
right?
But that being said, I like Chinese.
Yeah.
If you put the right amount of teriyaki and soy sauce in there, you can make anything taste good.
Oh yeah.
So, but I digress. I won't throw shade on the Chinese restaurants. I really enjoy my Chinese food. But going back to what I was saying about Delta, I mean, I was shocked to hear that shit. And
yeah.
the audacity, I mean, and I actually like Delta as an airline. I would rather fly them. But now after hearing this, I mean, now I'm relegated to like Southwest. I hate those fuckers. That's like the public transit of the skies. The only thing
Right.
missing is the graffiti and the slight stench of piss.
Don't give them any ideas, man.
Am I wrong?
They'll start. I was gonna say they'll start tagging the planes now.
Well, I mean, in some cities that'd be right up there,
This is true. Every time it flies into Houston or Atlanta.
There you go. There you go. I wonder how that affect aerodynamics, piss and damn spray paint. Yeah, I wonder.
Oh yeah.
But let's see, there was something else. Oh, somebody made a comment about an electric truck. I saw a video earlier. I don't know what feed it was on. It may have been on Facebook. I can't remember. But somebody had one of their it was in California, go figure. They had one of them big ass damn electric trucks.
It was like a Rivian, or
Yeah, it was a Rivian.
Okay.
I guess they'd gone somewhere to get a Christmas tree or something, and the summit was stuck. So here comes Bubba in the white Ford F-250 or wherever it was. He snaps a damn winch on that bitch and pulls it out backwards.
Nice.
And shit like that just makes me chuckle. You keep pushing. Oh, we got to go EV. Well, give me an EV that fucking runs, that can do the job. You're not going to find an electric vehicle that can do what a gas or diesel powered vehicle can. It's not going to have the torque or the power. We don't have the technology. Now, if you want to have to replace all the fucking cheap shit in it that you got from China and imported and fucking reverse engineered into them every fucking year or so, you might be able to make it. But you're going to chew that motherfucker up every time you put it through the ringer because they're not built for that kind of punishment.
Right. Now, did you see the video of Elon's electric truck pulling a beat? It's pretty cool. So you got the Tesla truck, and it's towing a Porsche, and it's beating a Porsche on the straightaway. That's pretty cool. Now that's quickness. That's not necessarily torque. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is this truck was off road and it was spinning wheels.
Oh yeah.
And all it had was a fucking tree in the back of it.
Right.
And Big Bubba pulled his F-250, ran a strap to that bitch, and backed the fuck out, dragging that fucking truck in front of him. And I'm there's your sign.
Yeah. So can we talk about gay sex?
Dude, you already opened the door. Go for it.
Well, I think everybody needs to know the guy's name, Mr. Colby Chambers. Yeah, and the American taxpayers, the American citizens are already getting fucked, but to have it happen in Senate chambers is pretty bad.
Was it a state Senate chamber?
Oh, don't click on that one. Don't click on that one. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, you
I'll
might
tell
be
you.
clicking over here. You're gonna set off alarms on a damn school laptop.
Yeah, the kids' Chromebooks are gonna go ape
Oh yeah,
now.
yeah. You're gonna knock at the door.
Here you go. Hold on just 1 second. I'll tell you. I mean, what's crazy is if you Google it, this Colby Chambers guy, almost everything that you pull up is going to be some gay website. Oh, here we go. Senator disappointed in staffer allegedly filming. Yeah, well, you saw everything up close. So this is Democratic Senator Ben Cardin. He's angry and disappointed. So they fired the guy, the staffer, and the staffer said that only homophobes would be mad that this happened. Not the fact that this is in a in chambers. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm confused. It didn't say Motel 6 on front of the fucking building, right?
No.
So,
This is a Capitol Hill hearing room.
bro, I'm speechless.
Okay. Now they're making butt babies in a Capitol Hill hearing room. Okay. And I've yet to hear CNN go off on it.
Well, hell, half their employees probably partake in that shit.
I'm sure they do. Butt stuff is not good, and especially butt stuff not in the Senate.
Oh, I got something else to send you in just a minute. I'm gonna let you finish about the butt babies.
Well, it's just, I mean, okay. It kills me that you would have a Republican say something, abortion is bad, and that will go boom. It's in the headlines. Republicans are fascists. They're horrible. Never mind you killing babies, but they're literal Nazis. But you have somebody getting this fudge packed in a Senate Hill, in the Capitol Hill room, in the Senate chambers, and just think about you're the guy that's got to sit in that chair now. They're at that desk where this guy was getting his brain tickled by the photographer. No, I ain't sitting there.
But see, everybody involved with that, everybody that was present, and they know who was in there.
Oh yeah,
every one of them motherfuckers will be fired. And I would imagine there's some statute they're violating doing what they did too.
I would hope so. And again,
public decency or something, since that's a public building and they were engaged in a lewd sex act in an open space, that's a sex crime by definition. Right?
You would think. I mean,
I'm no expert, but I've got more than 30 IQ points. I think I just hit that one on the head.
There has to be some sodomy law,
well, who knows now? Because I mean, this is the age of tuckable bathing suits, so who fucking knows?
Right.
I told you I wanted to further incense you because I really wanted to send everybody off on a tangent. Have you heard where his name's Mendenhall, Richard Mendenhall. Let's replace the Pro Bowl with a white versus black.
Oh, yeah. I thought
okay, because he says he's tired of. Well, we've all been getting screwed. Yeah, this is true. Said they're tired of the average white guys comment on the game. Well, I'm not going to comment to that because if I did, I'd come off racist. I'm just going to bite my fucking tongue. Saxman, Vanguard, you both know I've got something I can say to that that'd be scathing as shit. But I'm gonna try to keep us from getting deep. First off, without going off my tangent into the potholes, maybe if you motherfuckers could stop beating women and fucking getting caught on all kinds of shit, tearing up cars, running with your homies, getting in trouble, getting divorced 14 times, having 32 illegitimate kids, maybe one of y'all could get up there and be a commentator and not cause the fucking network you're working for to have to fire your ass because you can't stay out of fucking trouble. I mean, just my opinion.
Right.
But, what the fuck do I know? I'm just another average white guy, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just an average white guy invented the game. Yeah, everything that you just said. It's fucking ludicrous.
Give you a classic example, okay? How many of you follow the Marvel movies? I can't watch them because I want to throw shit at my TV nowadays.
I stopped after the good one.
Whatever the fuck kind of ruined it for me. So,
right.
I was one of those kids that grew up going to the bookstore, reading comic books. I was a nerd. Okay, cool. I own that. But to watch how they fucking butchered all of that to make these fucking campy, cheesy ass, woke fucking movies trying to get people to buy them, it's depressing. But the guy that they casted for the main bad guys, Kang, which I never understood why they casted a black dude for that. But hey, what the fuck? I don't know anything about it. I'm not on the woke newsletter. They had to shit can him for all the trouble he's gotten into.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe do a little bit more background research, psych evaluation. I don't know if you're going to invest that kind of money in a fucking actor for a franchise. And I guess that make too much sense.
No, yeah, absolutely. Because if you did that, obviously, it is racist.
It's racist. No, it's not racist. It's called good fucking business. I mean, how many jobs have you fucking applied for, Saxman, where you had to do a background check and drug test?
Pretty much all of them.
All right. I wonder why. Could it be because you had a legitimate job that had a 401k and you actually got paid for your skills?
Exactly.
And I don't know about you, but in my job that I worked at for 31 years, my ass had to periodically go get retested randomly. Although I to this day say it wasn't random. Somebody didn't like my ass, which fuck them, I don't care. But you're going to sit there and talk that shit, well, anyone who's got a vested interest in keeping employees, if they don't got to worry about costing them money down the road or fucking up investments, they would want to make sure that they're clean.
Yeah.
That's just good business practice.
It's good business. Yeah.
Especially if you're somebody who's in the public eye a lot, movie stars, teachers, just name a few, coaches, politicians. I mean, I don't think there's a politician on Capitol Hill. I'd say 2% of them probably pass. The rest of them motherfuckers will be on so many fucking barbiturates and unknown fucking foreign substances that they've failed.
Oh yeah, and after watching, Instagram Reels and TikTok, you would think the same about a huge amount of teachers now.
Well, did you say preachers just then?
No, I said teachers.
Teachers, I'm sorry. I was thinking you said preachers. My mind keeps going back to the Catholic Church making a comment about same-sex marriage.
Right.
And there's so much I want to say to that, but I'm married to a Catholic, and I will face wrath.
Well,
but
yeah, so I'm not, and
they need to stay in their fucking lane. There's only a couple things they're good at. I'm not going to say them on the line because I don't want to offend any more people on here.
All right.
But one of the things they're good at, people frequently get locked up for. So
Oh yeah.
they need to stay in their lane and worry about that shit instead of trying to adopt some further woke, fucked up thing to further degrade or degrade the Christian faith.
Yeah, and
It's
to be
not
fair,
fucking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
oh no, you're fine. But to be fair, I've heard a lot of Catholic backlash against this. The real Catholics, this Pope is just way overstepped his his boundaries. It's like basically the anti-Pope.
Well, why is the Pope even concerned with same-sex? It's not in his purview. His purview is God.
Yeah.
Enlightening humanity to God's grace. That's it. That's his job. That's it. So why does he have a woke playbook he's reading from?
Other than to tell you that this guy is not a Catholic, I don't know.
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it.
Oh man, we hit on a lot of things.
Hey, we won't get stirred up. But here's the good thing, and Vanguard can pipe in if he agrees, or disagrees for that matter. I figure we get all our piss and vinegar out right now because we had to catch up. We had a lot of piss and vinegar to get rid of.
True.
And then Thursday, if God willing, we're able to do another live Thursday. Let's do something that's about Christmas, kind of like we did last year. Let's keep it focused on Christmas, tradition. Things are important to things that are important to you and your family. Let's try to make it something that's not dripping with all the fuckery around us.
Sounds good.
I mean, let's switch gears. I think it'd be good for everybody to get kind of a cleansing.
You're right. A little catharsis going on.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll fish out my Santa hat. There it is. It's still where I left it last year. That tells you how much I clean up in this room.
Ooh.
But yeah, let's go for something a little bit different. Doesn't hurt to be positive every now and then. We know that we live in a fucked up world. We see it every time we wake up.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we have to let it engulf us, I guess is what I'm looking at.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to step back and look at things that are important to you. I mean, that's what I was thinking. I just thought that'd be a good tangent to run off on Thursday.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what our schedules are going to look like next week or next couple of weeks because of the way the holidays are falling, work schedules. I got a procedure next week that's going to impact me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens from that.
Right.
But I just thought something positive would be good. So, with that being said, I think we did pretty good. I mean, we stepped off in it straight.
Yeah, we did.
That's how we like it. So, I'm gonna leave it with you, brother. Give us some parting words.
So, tell you what, my grandpa said. No, never mind my grandpa. I will tell you this. Okay. Sounds good, Vanguard.
Yeah, we're gonna want to hear that.
Okay. It's the Christmas season, and we should be doing this year round anyway. But love on those around you. Like Vanguard says a lot of times, reach out to people that you haven't, reached out to in a while. That may need it. And Don't forget the reason for the season. And don't trust your government. That's what I got.
Facts. I kind of hit off on what Saxman said. Remember what this is all about. I had to have a talk with my granddaughter today. She's 8 going on 9, and it's all about Santa and Christmas and presents, and that's fine. That's where it's supposed to kind of be. They're not supposed to be worried about the world around them. That's our job. But I was trying to explain to her, as you get older and mature some, it's no longer so much about the gifts as it is about the time together. Whether it's, um, sitting down to a good meal at Christmas with everybody, or seeing everyone, or it's no longer so much about the physical thing. It's about the memories and being there and being part of each other's lives on these important days and remembering why you're there. I was trying to explain that to her, and I know that she's not going to really grasp it right now, but she will. So I'm just trying to put that seed in there early. But as I said, and I've said this many, many times, if you're not strapped, get strapped. Yes, he's absolutely right. I got some people I'm going to call or reach out to that I haven't talked to in quite a while, for that very reason. It's a rough time of year when you've got people out there that are either estranged from family or loved ones, or they just don't have anybody. And that little call or that, text or whatever might mean everything to them. So take the time out of your busy day and do it for somebody. But going back to what I was saying, if you're not strapped, get strapped. It's going to be self-rescue. People need to get that shit in their head, because the more I see things around here now, and the more I see how things are sliding, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. So
yeah.
With that being said, thank all of you for being here. Thank you for putting up with us for an hour. We appreciate it. And we promise Thursday night will be uplifting to some degree. We will try to keep the fuckery to a minimum and try to keep it as positive as we possibly can, and make it actually kind of a wholesome-esque kind of live. Not saying I won't drop the F-bomb, but we'll keep it where it's not about the fuckery.
Right.
So, that being said, Vanguard, you able to speak? I'm going to give it to you, brother. Let's see if he can get a moment to talk. If not, we'll wrap things up, folks. Okay. There we go. Again, everyone, thank you for being here. Thanks for support. Leave a comment. We will be back Thursday, come hell or high water. Like I said, bring your Santa hat Thursday.
Heck yeah.
We'll go out together. How about that? Thanks, everyone. Y'all have a good evening. Night, everybody.
Night, y'all.